morning. I am at the local taxi stand at Vazra in Gangtok. Here you will get the taxis which are going to Tsomgo Lake and Lachen, Lachung. This is on a share basis, so in every taxi there are like 10 people and the per head cost is around 300 rupees, but it varies from season to season. Taxis headed for Tsomgo Lake start from below, and upstairs you'll find the taxis for Lachen. Lachen and Lachung are covered in a package tour, and you have to consult a guide for that mainly because they'll be taking care of your permits and all. There's also a small cafe upstairs. If you haven't had your breakfast, you can have it there, so don't worry for that. And a small grocery shop behind me to buy all your essentials in case you have forgotten something. Throughout your journey in Sikkim, you will come across these colorful flags. These are Buddhist prayer flags. These flags are a sign of peace, good luck, and good wishes for the traveler. We are on our way to Lachen, and on the way there you'll come across this Seven Sisters waterfall, and you can have your breakfast over here. The road to Lachen and Lachung from Gangtok is filled with waterfalls. In the shared taxi, you'll be covering three major waterfalls. That is the Seven Sisters, Baga, and Naga waterfall. We reached Lachung at around 7 or 7:30 in the night. This is our hotel in Lachung. We'll be staying here for the night only. This is where they keep you on the shared tour. 2 people get a single room. The room is pretty basic, but it has ample number of charging points, and the service is good. The room offers a spectacular view of the mountains in the background. In a few hours we'll be climbing the same mountains and heading towards Yumthang Valley and 0 Point. We are headed towards the Yumthang Valley and 0 Point. We have stopped here currently to take our breakfast. It's a very scenic place. Loving it here. A cup of hot coffee is exactly what you need in this weather. The Yumthang Valley is surrounded by these majestic mountains with the river flowing through its center. Right now in December it's completely barren and there's no trees or flowers growing, but this scene is completely different in the months of July and August when the valley is completely lush green and filled with flowers. That's why it's also called the Valley of Flowers of Sikkim. At 15,300 feet. 0 Point is the highest point till which you can traverse in the Yumthang Valley. So guys, we are now at 0 Point. As you can see, the place is covered with snow, the entire valley. Amazed to see that people are still selling beer and rum here. But one thing is for sure, you cannot come here without the snow boots. Otherwise, you'll be frozen. The snow is soft and fresh, and as you can see while I'm walking, I'm constantly stumbling and my feet is going down the snow. But rest assured, it's pretty safe and overall it's quite a fun experience. If you come here in the winter season, you can see the beautiful frozen river flowing down below. In the months of February and March, the river is completely frozen and I've heard you can cross it wearing your snow boots. We're on our way to Kalapathar and Gurudongmar Lake and we are halted here for our breakfast. Oxygen levels are really low here. As you can see, there's a heavy wind blowing. The route consists of a completely barren land. You will feel like you're going through a desert. However, I was astonished to find yaks and many migratory birds roaming around the lake. And there's a chilly wind blowing. My hands got frozen in the frostbite and they were numb for 30 minutes completely just because I took them out to take these photos. It feels like the wind is shouting at us and telling us to go away. We couldn't even stand here for more than 15 minutes just because of the wind. If you're lucky, you won't be experiencing the cold winds and maybe you'll be able to stay here for a little longer. Apart from that, this beauty is just mesmerizing. Kalapatthar, not to be confused with Kalapatthar of Nepal, is an offbeat destination located 47 kilometers away from Lachen. It is a small detour from the route to Gurudongmar Lake and is something not to be missed from your bucket list while visiting North Sikkim. The route to Kalapathar is rugged and many parts of upper roads are frozen. It passes through military checkpoints and you will see military trucks operating through here. Kalapatthar has an elevation of a staggering 5,545 meters and a temperature of minus 12 degrees centigrade in December. And if there are chilly winds, that is. But it feels relatively pleasant if it's sunny. Hey guys, so we have finally reached the top. Our car can't go any farther since the upper roads are completely iced. As you can see, the entire place is covered with snow and frost. There are giant pieces of snow bricks lying around. And behind me you can see these surreal landscapes. I can swear this is the most beautiful place I've ever seen in my life till now. On our way here, I was slowly losing my breath due to the lack of oxygen, and at one point I was completely numb. But on reaching here, I felt powerful again. This place is an emotion. These mountains are my God, and I just feel lucky to be able to come here and experience this feeling of power and awe. I'm at the Vazra share taxi stand again, now headed for Tsomgo Lake and the Baba Mandir. On the way you'll find this magnificent view of Kanchenjunga. Luckily the weather was completely sunny and we were able to get this amazing shot of Kanchenjunga. I am at the Tsomgo Baba Mandir of Tsomgo Lake, which is located right on top of the lake. The lake water looks crystal clear, and I am able to see the rocks underneath the water. It's quite enticing to want to take a bath in this lake. There are numerous yaks roaming around, but I do feel that the prices are a little on the high side if you want to ride one. Guys, I'm at Alpine Cafeteria in Tsomgo Lake. It's an elevated point and there's a ropeway behind me. They're a little overpriced, but you can get to the top and then you can get a good view of the entire lake. The weather is just amazing, not too chilly. A day to the Tsomgo Lake will cost you 450 rupees without the permits, and if you're taking permits they might charge you 100 rupees extra. And if you're planning to go to Nathula, the drivers will charge you around 300 rupees more per head if you're taking the shared taxi. And you'll have to get the permits for Nathula separately. There's a mini hike to this frozen stream near the Baba Mandir, and there's a huge Shiv statue beside it. From this point you can see an amazing view of the entire valley, and it's even more magical during the winter season.